Today was full of firsts, and not the kind you read about in a brochure. Our first time exploring 3 different recreation centers, our first time driving through a golf cart only stoplight, our first time sitting at a regular traffic light in a golf cart next to full-size cars. We learned how to drop the cart shields in the rain, hit our first golf cart speed bumps, and yes, even witness a golf cart tow.
So stick around and join us. We're off. I got the Village's GPS going. This is a paid version. We're ultimately going to Wal-Mart Marketplace that we think is up by 466A and Morris Boulevard. But we're going to probably hit a few recreation centers on the way and just try to get some footage of some of the multimodal trails and so forth.
Just want to explore.
Right, just want to explore. It's a very overcast day today, which the weather doesn't look ideal this week, but yesterday was beautiful. So, and it's still far better than Kentucky. What was it? I think it was 28 when we looked at Lexington a while ago. That's what we're doing. We're turning right onto Corbin Trail. Now you'll see here, there's not a multimodal path here. So we're going to jump in this little triangle lane here, golf cart lane. And then Becca will signal. She'll check her thing, she'll signal and pull out into the road here temporarily. And the speed limit's only 25, so it's not a big deal. Well, this is going to be a first. We're going to come up on some bicyclists.
What do you do?
I guess you'll have to go into the road.
I don't have to stay behind them.
No, I don't think so.
Why aren't they on that one?
Well, I guess it could be, yeah. That's I think that's a short one. That's probably the reason they chose not to get in it. Because it looks like it's ending right here. But, oh, San Tropez. Oh, okay. So if you've seen our prior, if you've seen our prior videos, this is the empty lots that we videoed. Like the tree that we stood behind would be back there. And
is the tree still there?
Oh my gosh, none of these houses were here in July. And that was toward the end of July, if I remember correctly. So none of these houses were here. That is just crazy. I mean, I kind of expected it, but it's crazy. Anyway, so looks like these cyclists are not hitting 20 miles an hour, which I usually hit about 15 to 17 miles an hour on something like this probably. So we're going to pass them. But yeah, none of these houses at all were here in July. So that is just crazy. But to be expected because the roads were there, the road signs were there, the infrastructure was all there. And they built these homes in about 90 days. So.
Jeez.
You can tell we're just utterly shocked because we realized where we were. So, all right, this is obviously a modified golf cart because we are maxed out at 20 miles an hour and our Village has provided a golf cart that maxes out at 20, and that's as fast as you're supposed to go. A lot of people have theirs set for more like 25. We're going to do a bridge. This will be fun. So you have to make sure that nobody's coming through the gates. Cars do generally have the right of way, really. So now we're on the multimodal. You can tell it's a little bit wider than those walking paths, and it's got reflectors on it. And then whenever we took a tour last time we were here, whenever you see these brick walls like this, that means you're headed for a tunnel.
Turn right onto roundabout, then turn right onto Multimodal.
So you're going to go through the tunnel, Becca. It looks like. I don't know what's not showing me though.
Turn right onto Multimodal pad. Drive southeast on tunnel. Then turn right to stay on tunnel.
We didn't do that right. For some reason it's not showing me the line though.
You got lost the first time?
Yep.
What am I doing here? This is where we've turned around before.
Yeah, we need to turn around.
Turn right to stay on tunnel. Then turn right to stay on tunnel.
We need to get turned around though, whenever we can safely.
She keeps telling to turn
I know,
right.
but now it's 49 minutes instead of like 20 something minutes.
So you want me to go up there and turn around like we did before?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's what it does. It's gonna just, it'll tell us to keep going, but we got to turn around.
Drive southeast, then make a
For
left
some
to
reason,
turn
it's not showing the little lines on the thing, so I'm probably gonna turn this off and turn it back on.
Not much room to turn around.
Yeah.
turn right onto tunnel.
Obviously, we aren't the only people that have done this, though. Oh man, they're actively working right here. Wow. Interesting. The land here.
Not going back.
Sorry about that, villages. We aren't trying to purposely kill your golf cart, but you can see the land here is sand. Much different than the clay in Kentucky. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and try to figure out what we're doing wrong. Okay, we're back on track. You can see I turned off the village's GPS and turned it back on. There's a nice golf cart. I turned it off and turned it back on, and now I've got the blue line, so that's good. We're back on track, 34 minutes, where it was saying 49 minutes when we messed up. So we've talked about this before, but just a word of caution, it'll just keep recalculating, and it'll get you there, but all of a sudden it changed from 34 minutes to 49 minutes. So that's how I knew we had messed up. So here
Look,
again.
there's a little smart car thing down there with the hard sides,
Yeah.
doors.
Lots of cyclists. So this is a kind of a multi-functional bridge, it looks like. Got the
It's like a bit of a hill.
golf cart path here, and then the car path over here. Here comes a car.
Got lost here before too. Though.
Yeah, we're recounting all the places we've gotten lost before. So we've got a stop sign. This is the Zell Recreation Center, and this is Sawgrass Grove here. So this is like where Boozy Bingo happens over between these barns here. And there's a little food court in there and stuff. It's a nice area. Lots of activities. There was a band there last night.
Look, there are tons of golfers, tons of bikers, tons of walkers with dogs.
And for whatever
Tons
reason,
of cyclists. I mean, there is a lot more activity here than the summer.
yes. And for whatever reason, the grass looks greener on this golf course than over by us.
There are already a lot of people sitting at Sawgrass.
Oh, really? I wonder what's going on.
Nothing. People are just having breakfast.
Okay. So this is called a multimodal path. Yeah, look at the golf course. Wow, that's probably a pitch and putt, I'm guessing there, just by the looks of it. Or actually, no, that's just a pure putting one. So it's kind of like miniature golf, only it's more of a real golf feel because it's real putting greens and so forth. There's Case and Hammock.
Greens and so forth.
Yeah. The village is in St. Catherine. There's a nice dog. There's a dog riding on the golf carts. We'll take our dog out soon. There's another dog riding on the golf carts.
Lots of dogs here.
Dog kind of day. Yeah, definitely busier than in July, but nothing that's intimidated me yet. Now, somebody we were talking to at the pool yesterday did say when the school's in and out, sounds like their bus service isn't really traditional school bus service, and so there's an awful lot of drop-offs and so forth. This is a chartered school. All of them are chartered schools. They're kind of south of us, and they say that the traffic's can be quite bad around the schools, which we live close to a school too, and so we're kind of used to avoiding just certain times of day on certain roads by us. We're over by the Aviary Recreation Center now.
Are those like hole things?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's just weird weeds that grow. Still haven't seen an alligator, but I haven't really been looking for them either. Lots of wildlife. We did play pickleball over there at the Aviary last year. It is last year now. It's 6 months ago. I wanted to get a picture of these homes over here because they're just a little more colorful than a lot of the communities. What'd you say the name of that was, Becca?
Bradford.
Bradford, yeah, there it is, the Bradford. We passed the other side of it. And this is Morse Boulevard that's running to our left. I just looked to see what the name of it was. There's a nice four-seater forward facing going up there. They say the problem with some of those though is they don't fit through the tunnels up north. We've never driven the golf cart past, well, we've never really driven it past Brownwood, I guess. It was one of those more like car types, it looks like. Water is definitely lower now than it was when we were here before. Wilderness of Florida over there. So we've noticed our golf cart's only maxing out at about 18 or 19, but we've actually found a golf cart going slower.
Well, it's got 4 adults in it.
Yeah, 4 adults. We're obviously in a gas golf cart. I think we've pretty much decided that when we move down here that we would eventually get a electric golf cart. They seem like they've made them good enough, and there's fumes for sure from this one and the one we had before. They're just loud.
We're going to stay on Multimodal path.
So this area is pretty. We don't feel like we've driven here before, but we don't really know.
Close to the
There's
Rohan Center.
There's our driver. She's doing a fine job. Hopefully I've got her in
Just
frame.
past the Rohan Center and then also the Soaring Eagle softball complex.
So we've heard multiple times that they change out these flowers 4 times a year.
That's not. I thought that was somebody's house, but that's a rec center.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's a lot.
The bocce and the shuffleboard still just surprised me. Like, when we were here in July for a week, I didn't see a single person ever playing them. And I thought, well, it must be something people do in the winter. And I've still not seen a single person playing them.
Okay, I think we're at Burnshead. I don't know if that's how you say it, but sounds like, is that tennis or pickleball?
Those people are playing pickleball.
I thought it sounded like pickleball.
Yeah.
I feel like every rec center we go by, I've heard pickleball noise.
Yes.
And there are definitely a lot more cars and golf carts at the centers than before, but it's still not capacity.
As you know, we're from Kentucky, and we pulled off in a parking lot a while ago, and there were people playing pickleball, and I thought I heard a horse trotting, and it was the pickleballs.
Looks like they're updating that. You always see them doing work. The flowers are pretty.
Yeah, the variety of flowers is impressive.
So definitely a Western type theme, it looks like. And this is a family pool. I had to stop the audio recording and just do voiceover because they had music playing, which would cause a copyright problem. And just a reminder to take your resident pass and a photo ID with you to the rec centers. You'll need those. Sometimes they check them at the pools or to check out equipment or to sign up for activities. perfect.
Oh, wow. And Punches, the one that's
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a Western thing, but it's more of a fishing
Yeah, it looks
thing. It
like
looks
more
like.
of a fishing kind of, like a camp. There's definitely a lot of activity here. Pool tables. This looks like a multi-purpose room, huh?
Lots of pool tables in here, so this looks like a center. If you're into pool, this is one to hit. And I noticed most of the players have on gloves, which I didn't even know was a pool thing. So these people are serious, it appears.
It's just the other end of that.
Yeah.
Kitchen place. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, it's very dark.
A smaller little multi-purpose room. Connected to the kitchen. Maybe it is Western because I keep seeing cows and
Yeah.
that's it, I guess. They also have these signs that could be hung up outside the different meeting rooms, which I thought was a great idea. I wished more of the other rec centers would use these because sometimes I'd like to take a peek in, but I didn't want to be disruptive. Apparently, this one's not a regional. I cannot get those terms figured out.
Yeah.
It does have a family pool, but it's not a regional. Did she call it a baby one?
Yeah, she called it kind of a, yeah.
I don't know. The lady here was so nice. She lived for 30 years in Coral Gables, Florida.
Coral Springs.
Coral Springs, but is originally from New York. Super helpful.
Yeah.
She gave us all this information. There's a whole sheet on fire pits and the rules for fire pits and how you can reserve them, where they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golf. Oh, one thing that I'm really excited about, she gave us a list of the recreation centers.
Wait, this way.
And by theme.
Right, because I was asking what the theme was, and she said, I've got a sheet with the theme of every one of them. Because the theme in there was kind of confusing.
Right, I thought it was fish camp and it was like log cabin,
Yeah.
which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And then she gave us a little information on the putting and then a little printout, things to do in the area off village or out of the bubble, so.
Right, so we're going to study all this. She also gave us this that comes out weekly, which we saw last time we were here. We hadn't seen it this time. But it's extremely well organized, so we'll have to talk about the layout of this. But
why don't you do it before we forget?
Well,
Let's get out of the
I'm
way of
already
the door.
confused about it. I can't remember if she said it goes
Shocking
north to south or
that
south
we're
to north, so I
confused.
need to.
I thought north to south, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and show what I remember. Okay, so this comes out every week. All these little symbols are the different activities. And so then as you flip through, it shows all the different things. And I believe she said it goes north
By
to
area.
Yeah, by area. So I believe she said it goes north to south. So the true regional ones are in this bold, this big print up here. And so you can see all the little symbols for the different things. And then like this top line is indoor stuff. This bottom line is outdoor stuff. And then all the activities that are available at each location. And then all these little...
Well, not all the activities are available at each
Right,
location.
right.
It designates which
Right,
things.
right. These are what she was calling the baby regionals. I don't know what the official name is, but that's what she called this one.
Better speed up, it's
yeah,
raining.
it's starting to rain. But anyway, so it's very well laid out. And then in the back are all the clubs and then who to contact about them. So like when she was showing us, I noticed the line dancing. Like I'm not a line dancer, but I mean, look at all those options for line dancing. So when you hear there's 3,000 plus clubs, I mean, there's what, 20, 25 just for line dancing, you know, so, which seems excessive, but it's to accommodate different schedules and the place is big. It's in 3 counties. So you don't want to drive probably 45 minutes for your line dancing class. So there's just, you know, people set them up in different areas of the villages.
It's a little harder, so I think we're going to work on our rain shield.
That'll be new for us.
Wish us luck. Convertible guy putting up his top, and John's going to try to put our rain shields down. We've never done this, have we? Because when we were trying to beat the storm, we just decided to try to beat it.
We didn't want to take time to do it before. Oh, okay, that's... So I guess I can't zip it until I get in. Or the
Guess you
zippers,
could
yeah, the
zip one
zippers are on
side.
both sides. So I'm gonna zip this one, and then I can get in here, I guess. So they're just snapped in up here. We can cover up our stuff here so it doesn't get wet.
Oh,
That's cool.
that's handy.
I guess that's to cover your golf clubs.
I
So
just assumed it
there's
would be
just-
a flap that came down.
Yeah, actually, this time I'm going to pay attention. So it rolls. We need to roll it to the outside, and then
We'll have to let it
there's
dry though.
yeah, there's looks like 3 snaps that hold the sides in place. I think on yours, I'm going to zip the front ones so you can get in because of the steering wheel. All right,
that's it.
that's easy enough. We've already got the windshield up.
We also learned that you really want to snap the bottom 3 front snaps.
Okay, so we got the rain flaps down. First time I've done that. It was easy. I'm sure it'll be a little bit more difficult to put them up. It's raining, so we hadn't thought about it, but we have no windshield wipers. And now we've crossed to the other side of Morris Boulevard, which makes sense because I'm pretty sure the Wal-Mart's on this side of Morris Boulevard. So just taking in some of the scenery.
It's raining pretty hard. They have the lights on.
And the way we got to the other side of Morris was via tunnel. This one's a little different. Like usually, even if you aren't going through the tunnel, you kind of pass down low by the tunnel. This one actually had like a, I don't know, like a bypass. Yeah, like we never went downhill. So let's see. Okay, this is the village of Charlotte, which we thought might be a place that would be ideal for us. There are houses also called Charlottes too, which I just find it weird that they reuse names. Like, I also find it weird that.
I find it hard to see past that. I mean, I like the foliage, but it was hard to see if there was a car there.
So we had wondered, and we were just talking amongst ourselves, we had wondered if the golf cart life with rain and cold weather, if we would actually like it or not. We haven't experienced cold yet. We will later in the week. It'd be nice if we could give people rides, although he was going the other direction, but we're in a 2-seater.
Yeah, but I just said to John, I said, this doesn't at all make me not want to live here. Does it you? He's like, nope.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it was easy to put the flaps down and stuff. And so what I would envision is you get back home, park it in the garage like this for a little bit, let the flaps kind of dry out, and then roll them up. You know, and it'll be more difficult to roll them up than it was to take them down. But it wasn't a big deal at all.
We don't have ours snapped in, so my leg is getting a little wet.
A little bit of user error there. I didn't notice that until we started driving.
But I kind of like it because it keeps it from being so steamy in here.
Yeah, and there are snaps to snap that in.
I did zip mine further down because I was afraid on those tight passages I might smack somebody else just walking or driving by.
But good system overall. I did open my vent on my window. Also, this windshield, we didn't realize this the first time we were there, but it actually is hinged. Like there's the hinge right there. Oh, that's a mount where we were going to put the camera and we didn't. I'm kind of testing it to see if it stays on without the camera on it. The window's hinged on the front, which we didn't realize this until we were watching other people's videos. And so you can actually put that down. Which if we'd done that in the summer, we might have done it just because it was kind of hot. Sometimes when we were in the golf cart, and that would have given us a little more fresh air.
I'm flooring it and it's staying at 19.
Yeah. All right, this golf cart is throttled even more than the last golf cart we got. The only time we've hit 20 is when we were going down a slight hill.
It's fine. We don't have to hurry.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun. I don't know if that wears off or not.
I do hate seeing all these walkers caught in it.
Yeah, there's some golfers out there too. When it started raining, we were over by some pickleball courts, and those people stopped playing.
Which I was kind of surprised at because it wasn't raining really hard then. Like I would have probably just waited it out, but maybe the surface gets slick and they don't want to take a chance.
Yeah, and I guess if you live here,
right, it's not like that's your only opportunity.
Right, right. Especially if you're retired. I mean, if you're retired, does it even matter that it's Sunday? I don't know. You know, not there yet. So. Okay, we decided to deviate a little bit because we noticed there's the Truman Recreation Center coming up, a little bit past the Wal-Mart. So we crossed back over to the other side of Morris. And there's a nice golf course over there. Sorry, I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, feel free to comment. But it's still got quite a few golfers out there despite the rain. And there's a recreation center there. I don't know which one that is.
That's pretty. Is that that Sea Breeze one?
We might have to check that one out on our way back, actually. It is a regional because I see the sports pool over there, which the lady reminded us that regional means sports pool. So
residents only.
Yeah, we're going left under this tunnel. Got the rain gear on. Is that UK? Oh, she's got a UK still picking.
Oh, man.
University of Kentucky. Oh, there's the Walmart right there. So now we know where the Walmart is. This is what a tunnel looks like. They say on some of the ones further north that if you have a really tall golf cart, you got to stick to the middle of the tunnel. There's Truist Bank. Seems to be taking over the south.
This is the Colony Cottage Rec Center. And we had a little bit of a rain shower, not a huge one, but it cleared out a lot of the golfers and pickleball players. But there's still quite a few cars and golf cars here. So we're gonna go in and check it out. And apparently this theme is shabby chic. Not really sure what that's gonna look like, but I'm guessing a lot of knickknacks. Looks like they have the Fit Club here, so that's a membership that's additional.
Yeah, which is one of those things we find a bit odd about the villages is there's not like true gym equipment to utilize included in your amenity fees.
Can I help you with anything?
Hi, we're just checking it out. We're riding around on the golf cart and checking out the different centers.
Well, great. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Any questions, let us know.
Oh, I just found a job for myself, Becca.
What's that? Make your tax aid appointment. This one's pretty.
Yeah.
It's brighter. I like the brighter ones.
Yeah, it's a lot brighter than the last one.
It's like that. We watched that TV show, that one couple with those house renovations. She kind of did this style. You know, it's a little bit cluttered for me.
Yeah.
And girly, kind of tea roomish. Remember, she even put a tea
Yeah,
room.
this does look tea roomish to me.
Okay, we had to shut off the audio because they were piping in some music, but they had an art and crafts room with sewing machines. Looked like maybe they were doing some quilting. They had multiple smaller meeting rooms, larger meeting rooms, but it definitely gave a more feminine and tea party type vibe. We said that, you know, if you were having an event with the grandchildren, maybe having an American Girl tea party, that this would be a great location for that. But it's very well done, very clean, very pretty, very bright. It looked like several of the rooms were being put to good use. We talked to several of the workers here who are residents and who've been here for about 10 years. And they say that they have paid positions working at the rec centers, very flexible schedules. They love it. They were having a celebration of life here, which is where those little busy do not disturb sheets would have come in handy. Tried to be respectful once I realized what was going on, but very cute little center.
Okay, we'd heard about this. We didn't know where it was, but this is a golf cart stoplight on the Multimodal trail. So we're going through the golf cart stoplight. We're trying to go to the Sea Breeze Recreational Center now.
You know what golf course this is?
Do not know what golf course that is. Comment if you know.
We just noticed we were passing the Havana Country Club, so we decided to swing around and take a peek. We've heard this has great food and it's really popular. Okay, we looked in the restaurant. It was absolutely packed. They do have outdoor seating, but we didn't go look at it because there was a line to even check in. Looks like this might be some of the outdoor seating.
Oh, yeah. It's quite large.
And then the golf shop.
We just didn't know what country club meant, so we thought we'd check it out. The restaurant, I grabbed the menu. It looks fairly affordable. And it's got two of our favorite desserts, I noticed. It's got tiramisu for $9, and it's got peanut butter pie for $9. Each of us likes one of them. There's the menu.
So is this where the golf course starts?
Yep.
Even more golf carts down here. You can see part of the course. It's getting a little chillier.
Yes. There's a different feel the further north you go. This is kind of what we mean. So we're actually on in this lane for a mile. we're running along Bonita Boulevard, it's called, and then we'll get on the multimodal path. But when they build more south, there's not been any place where we'd be on a road like this for a whole mile.
I think so. And look, there's like an actual regular sidewalk.
Yeah, that's true. So they've kind of evolved as they build newer stuff and gotten to try to keep the golf carts off the side of the road so much. This is weird too. So now we're actually merged into regular traffic, just going through a stoplight like a regular car. But
like there's no
we think
golf
we're doing
cart
it. Yeah, we think
lane.
we're doing right. We think we're doing it right though, because the golf cart lane starts again right up here, passing the village of Largo. So, and we still have another 0.5 before we get on a true multimodal path. So, say a nice golf course over there. I see a village's water tower in the distance. I don't know if that'll show up in the camera or not. Where I think the biggest risk of a golf cart accident is when you come out of these tunnels. Because a lot of people are going straight often, and they aren't slowing down at all, of course.
But I mean, I think it should say more than just a stop sign on the road. It should be out in front on the wall.
Yeah.
The houses look more distinct to me up here. Like they don't look so cookie cutter.
Yeah. Well, they probably weren't building 300 a month when they were doing these. Just try to give you all an idea of the different scenery and landscaping throughout the villages. So, you know, it all has rules. You know, like we actually saw an RV that's clearly has been parked in front of a house at Well Point for at least 2 days, and it's even got the side popped out, and it's got cones around it and stuff. I'm sure that's non-compliant.
You don't know that.
How can it not be? I mean, if it's not, then I'm not sure I want to live here. You know? Oh, sea breeze, we're there. But anyway, there are lots of rules. So, but there's like my parents are like this up here a lot better because the lots are a little bit bigger.
They wouldn't like driving around as much.
Well, that's true. The vegetation's a lot more developed. But bottom line is, if you don't like being close to your neighbors and you don't like complying with rules of HOAs, then I don't think there's going to be a place here that you're really going to find to your liking, because it is all close together, regardless of where you are. And there are rules, regardless of where you are. But if you lived in an HOA community in the past, I think you'd be fine.
After getting lost and turned around several times, we finally made it to the Seabreeze Recreation Center. I like this one.
Yeah.
Look at those shells.
Yeah.
I can't see what that is up there. So this is the Seabreeze, obviously very seasidey. Some kind of crafting.
Do you notice the poles are even made to look like
Glass
sand?
fusion.
Do you see the poles are even made to look like sand?
That's cool. That's like when I did that sand art. Crescent Beach. Just like a card room,
Yeah,
multi-purpose.
lots of card tables.
Expected there to be more things going on in all these rooms.
Yeah. Sunday, I don't know if that,
That's true.
like the lady that we talked to that worked just on the weekends, so they aren't as busy on the recreation centers on the weekends, which.
So it's a good time to come look. Look, they even have like a little beach scene. So they had, it looks like, 2 different dance groups scheduled in there today. Oh, look at the swings.
Yeah,
You gonna swing?
sure.
Liam would love that.
Yep.
Kelly Beach. Oh wow, I have kind of crazy golf cart hair. I hear a lot of voices. I love these. And the driftwood.
Let's go.
I want to get hired just to be their decorator. This one's huge.
Yeah, it really
This
is.
must
Huge.
be like an exercise class or
Yeah,
something. Can you see on
there's
this
little
what it
weights.
is? Oh, they've got a stage and everything.
Aerobic dance.
What is it?
Aerobic dance.
Oh, fun. When does that start?
Right?
When does that start?
1 o'clock.
Oh, man, people are here
Yeah.
early.
Wow. Well, it
Marking
says
their
it
spots.
says external reservation. So I guess it probably fills up, I would assume.
Okay, that one was totally cute. Very beachy theme. Apparently you have to get here really early to make sure you have a spot for the dance classes.
Okay, we're in the neighborhood of Duval right now, and we've just left the Seabreeze Recreation Center. We're going toward the Wal-Mart Marketplace, Wal-Mart Marketplace. That I think is at the corner of like 466A and Morse, if I remember right. That may not be right at all. But we're in this golf cart lane along the side of the road for 1.5 miles. So. Little golf cart traffic jam here as we wait for the light to change. I guess it just changed.
Am I following those or going?
I think you're going straight. There's a stoplights for the golf carts. There's the sports pool. That's the Colony one that we went into a while ago.
What are they doing there?
Looks like they're getting ready for water volleyball. And we found it. There's the Walmart sign up ahead.
What else is here? Walgreens.
Bob Evans. Duncan.
this tiny little Walmart neighborhood market was busy. I don't know if that means that Sunday is a really busy day for this location or if it's always busy, but it's a pretty small little neighborhood market. You definitely want to get the smaller carts, not the regular size ones, because there were traffic jams after traffic jams. So either get what you can carry or get the smaller carts so that you can maneuver around the traffic jams. I thought the selection seemed decent for a neighborhood market. Obviously, not as many choices as a full size Walmart and not as many like home good type things. To me, it seemed really busy, really crowded. But in full transparency, I do a lot of click list or online shopping where I just go and pick it up. So I'm not used to dealing with crowds, so maybe it's pretty normal. Okay, not gonna lie, that was a bit of a harrowing experience. People seemed to be very much in a hurry, and most people seemed to know what they wanted and where they wanted to get it, and they wanted you out of the way. After we loaded our groceries, we had about a 45-minute ride by cart back to our lifestyle visit house in the Well Point area.
Uh-oh.
Something's happening. Oh,
Loaded
golf
up
cart
on a-
pickup.
Yeah, loading it up on a. So I've wondered what happens when your car breaks down. This is apparently what happens. So you had to drive up to Multimodal to get them.
Yeah.
Turn
But
right
we've
to
heard
stay
there's
on
services that do
Multimodal
that.
path.
So we're going for at least, what, 0.7 on the main road with the lane. But for us, this feels so much different than up north because it's so wide, I guess, maybe. It just doesn't feel as claustrophobic or unsafe.
Yeah, we just passed Edenfield to give some perspective as to where we are. We
We knew at this point we had almost made it back to our rental house, so we decided to check the relative weather in Lexington and the villages. We rested for a little bit after such a busy day and then got ready for our next adventure. Okay, we're on our way.
to Harry and the Natives. We're meeting some friends. Some friends we haven't seen for, gosh,
Let's not say how many years.
I don't know how many years. The other friends from Lexington we saw last time we were here, but it had been about 10 years since we'd seen them.
But it's our first time at Harry and the Natives, so we're excited. We'll let you know. I like the tiki torches. It's cute.
We'll see an alligator.
I don't want to see an alligator. Well, maybe up here this high. All right, we're excited to see some friends we haven't seen for a while and to try this place out. Cute. We sat in this open air area, which had a really nice view of the lake. Great atmosphere, great food, great drinks, great friends. We thought the prices were decent. Make sure to take notice of some of the special touches. I thought the place got even prettier at night with the lit tiki torches. Okay, we just finished our dinner with friends at Harry and the Natives, and it was really fun connecting with old friends. I don't want to say old friends, more like old friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, I mean, some of those people we haven't seen for a long, long time.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and I think I had my favorite meal in the villages so far.
You said it was your favorite. I said it was my second favorite that I've had.
Yeah, so excellent food, great service, fun atmosphere, so highly recommend to take a visit to Harry and the Natives.
Yeah, I'd like to come sometime and just sit on those seats that are facing the water.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, like kind
And,
of the bar
Yeah,
seated.
I mean, it wouldn't have worked. We had 6 people tonight, so we needed to sit at a table, but...
And it
just
is
the
a
two of
little
us, that'd be
chilly
fun.
for
Yep.
January, but we sat outside. We sat outside on the patio, and
Yeah.
they had some of those
Well, they actually had really...
patio heaters that will work well.
Yeah, they did, and they actually had really big heaters above us that they didn't have on, so they could, if it gets
could
colder,
crank
they
it up
could,
even
yeah,
more.
which they'll probably do later in the week. So,
All right. We decided to head up to Brownwood to check out the dancing and the live music, and it was pretty chilly, so the crowds weren't quite as large as we were used to. The band was great. People were still having a good time, but honestly, it was pretty chilly and we didn't stay that long because the temperature had dropped and there was a brisk wind. Quick pro tip, I tend to take a picture of the entrance area or hallway where we move from the parking lot to the square, so that helps us find it at night because it can get confusing when it's dark. We realized we had neglected a few things from our Walmart list, so we stopped by Publix on the way home And we were so glad that we did because we met Garrett, who watches our channel, and he was so helpful and friendly.
0.2 miles.
But it
Stop
didn't.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
You kept doing it in the car earlier.
We had microphones.
But she told me not to do it in the car earlier. But you kept doing
At
it.
the roundabout, take the second exit on Marsh Bend Trail.
Okay, whatever you're saying.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button when you get a chance. Thanks so much.